How does a woman assert herself respectfully and gracefully when her emotions run high? Have you ever experienced a time when you were stressed, overwhelmed, or simply just emotional and have no idea how and you became so riled up in the first place? You need to sit down, work through your feelings and your thoughts, and you just haven't got a chance. But today I'm going to give you a 4-step, super simple formula that Rebbetzin Sarah Hochheimer gives us in her book, Eshet Chayil. It's ancient wisdom for the women of today. The Eshet Chayil asserts herself respectfully. She does not attend to everybody's needs and negates her own. No, she accepts her needs and wants and asserts her feelings with respect and assertion. How many times did you catch yourself being in this overwhelming situation or feeling very emotional? Sometimes we as women need time to understand why we are feeling the way we do. But nevertheless, the 4-step formula helps us to create the beginning of a conversation without using criticism, without using sarcasm, and without blaming the other person. It helps us to create a productive and very positive tone. The 4-step formula is observation, feeling, need, and request. And I'm going to provide to you examples of each one. In observation, you are stating without any judgment what you see and what you experienced. For example, I am noticing that you're not looking at me when you talk, versus saying, how could you be so rude and not look at me when I speak? You're already judging the person on being rude in the second example. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to observe and say what we see without judgment. Number 2 is feeling. You're stating how you are feeling, or you're clarifying how the other person is feeling and asking for feedback. For example, I'm feeling disconnected, or are you feeling bored? Instead of saying, I feel ignored because you're not looking at me. Or, you must be bored with me since you're not paying attention to me. In the last 2 examples, you are judging and pinpointing the other person. We don't want to do that. We want to instead say, I feel disconnected. Are you feeling bored? You're basically clarifying and you're not targeting the other person. Number 3 is need. State what you need exactly at that moment. Stating what we need at the moment lets the other person know exactly what we are missing. Rabbi Schaefer adds with a profound concept in saying that our husbands want to be our heroes. And when we tell them what we need, when we tell our husbands what we need at the moment, what our feelings are, what we are requesting from them, they want to take care of us. So being specific on what we need does not diminish the relationship. It does not mean that we are not compatible. A spouse needs to be advised on what brings you happiness and comfort at the moment. So you can say, I need companionship right now. I need to feel connected. The last step is request. It allows the other person to help us with our need, but it is super simple to remember that it doesn't mean the person will say yes. We need to be equally receptive that if our spouse says no to our request or yes to our request, we need to be equally receptive and calm about it. This is very tricky and difficult because at the moment when you're emotional or you need to work through your feelings and you're feeling that you really need this need right now, it's really difficult to be very accepting, but we need to try. So we can say, can you look at me as we talk now and not browse through your phone? And your spouse can say yes or no, depending on if he needs to do work on the phone or attend to something very important. No matter what the spouse's response, you can applaud yourself because you have done the best you could to show that you have a need of being assertive without hurting the other person and without hurting yourself. In all the examples, you are not targeting the other person. You are simply stating your feelings, your thoughts, and personally saying what you need. May we have the wisdom, ladies, in order to communicate our wants and needs with grace and intelligence of the Ishchaya. Leah Abramov, Being and Becoming.